the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have...
Hello, usually I put my guests backstage, but I didn't do that.
I'm here.
He's up in front. Hi,
What's
I'm
up?
Kelly, the Detroit Atheist Queen, and this is Secular Activism Unfiltered. And as you see, my wonderful guest for today is Ambushed Apostate.
What's up? What's up? Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. Okay, so we met last year, July, at the Ark Encounter protest. We didn't really talk that much, but we had a little conversation there. And from the online prospect, we've become very close friends, I would say.
Yeah.
And so tell us a little about yourself.
So, yeah, we met at the Ark Encounter. Maybe we can get into that a little bit. But I started doing YouTube content, I guess, seriously about a year ago. Unfortunately, life was pretty crazy last year. I didn't get a lot of time to make content. But, yeah, I come from a high control religious background and deconstructed from the religion and gotten away from the controlling group that I was in. So I just, I wanted to tell my story because it's important to talk about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I am gonna backtrack, and we already answered the question: were you ever religious? That question was already answered, and so briefly describe your deconstructing story.
Okay, so I deconstructed because I was basically guilted and sort of shamed into not being a good enough Christian. And so I was about 30 years old and I had what we would have called in the church, I guess, backslidden. I wasn't as close to God as I should have been or have been before, right?
You let Jesus get a foothold in your life.
For me, it started as a pursuit to, strengthen my relationship with God. And I decided to read the Bible literally and understand what it was that I claimed to believe. And it didn't take very long before I had a huge problem on my hands. So I went into what was my deconstruction process with the intention of doing the opposite.
Yeah, that's I think I went through the same thing.
Yeah, when people actually pick the Bible up and read it and understand what it is that they claim, to support and believe in, that's when some of the light switches started flipping.
Yeah, I think sometimes, like I would have like a Bible study. I left the International Church of Christ, which is evangelical church,
right?
And so when you would look for a certain scripture that they would have you look for in the Bible study, you thinking you learning the Bible in this Bible because it's cherry pick scriptures for the thing. But anyway, you say you're overlooking, kind of find it. Wait, then you go look, and you try to find it, and you read a scripture, maybe a couple verses before, after what you have to get to, And you're like, wait, this is horrific. But that
Yeah.
was Old Testament.
Right. That was back then. Now
It
it's
was
different.
back then. The Jesus died, and that's why the New Testament is whatever.
But
So
his character never changes either. So
exactly,
is it or is it not how he used to be in the Old Testament? Right.
or he is not still is now.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
Some pretty
totally
horrific
different
stuff.
how we were taught as a black, but the evangelical church was a mixed, and they did try to push interracial relationships and couples and stuff like that. They really tried to push that because they felt that was the way to go, that we don't believe in racism and stuff like that. But then once you got to, I ended up running into some that left, they call them fall away.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them were like really racist, and they just put a facade up. You found
Right.
that out later on in the years and stuff like that. And you're like, man, I used to sit next to you in church, let talk to you all day. And it's how you
Right.
really are.
Well, if you look at what's going on, just in general right now, there's a lot of people who are sort of outing themselves as, racist. So,
You know what?
we're
I'll be
seeing,
honest. Let me know.
I know I'm sort of in the same boat. Like, go ahead and get it out there so I can know to put some distance between me
I
and you.
want to know you don't like me because of the color of my skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Please let
Or
me
what
know.
kind of accent you have, or the status of your papers, quote unquote. You know what I mean? It's, we're in a time where people are having to show their true colors. And
I grew up in Detroit. Grew up in Detroit, of course, and so in a bubble, Detroit is predominantly black. It is changing a little bit now, but once you leave outside of the metro city, it's not that way. Michigan is predominantly white outside of Detroit, and so I remember in high school, we were talking, and a guy was, I'm still getting racism doesn't exist anymore. A black student is like myself, but he didn't know because in our bubble, and they had a teacher that came with us. He was a Polish teacher, and he said, "I'm let you know, racism exists stronger than ever." And this was like in the '90s, and he was like, even some of the teachers that you have do not like you because of the color of your skin. He told us straight up, told us that, So yeah, and then soon after I found out, no, that was not true. You have to find that out. So a lot of people, when they, your family. So when you decided to walk away, what was your family's reaction when you decided to walk away?
So my siblings are still both believers, and they've not really cast me out, so to speak, but there is sort of a wall, especially between me and my sister and her family, just because we don't share the same beliefs. I'm okay with that. Me and her have a good relationship. My mom is pretty much still in denial. That's a whole another can of worms, but it really affected the opposite side of my family, my ex-family-in-law. The group I left was run by my former father-in-law. So when I deconstructed, there was a pretty big rift that caused in the family. I'm not going to put the deconstruction completely on the divorce, but my family fell apart over it, and it was a pretty traumatizing time. But my brother and my sister are both still loving and supportive of me despite our differences in religious beliefs. So that's encouraging to me.
Yeah, me and my mom didn't talk for a couple years after I deconstructed because of her constantly bringing it up. And I got a lot of backlash with my family because they were like, that's your mom, no matter what.
Right.
Your mom, no matter
Yeah.
what, do this. But I'm like, I don't want to hear that. I shouldn't have to be stuff about why God is good all the time and why I don't need to walk away from God and She doesn't want me in hell. I don't want to hear that. So let me not talk to you for a minute. And so recently I just had my aunt reach out to me and says that, you know, she's going to come to my next event and stuff like that. I don't want to be no atheist, but I want to see what you're doing. We're regular
That's a good sign, right?
Going to the Black African American Museum and going to have lunch. That's what we're doing. It's nothing spectacular. We're just regular people. We live our life. We just don't believe in God. I mean, there's asshole atheists and there's not asshole atheists.
That is very true. That is extremely true.
We are so many people. We live our lives. We're not perfect. You know, some of us think that they are, but we're not. We just, you know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, no, but I don't. And I used to be a people pleaser. To say and do whatever somebody did. If I on it, I changed to fit other people. Now, if you don't believe, you don't care, fuck you. This is my life.
Right.
Now, within reason, I'm not going to be that, you know, but in reason. But in certain situations, you know, if I want to wear the color red today, I want to color red today. I don't care what the hell you say. You know, not a part of my life, whatever. So that took a long time with my family, with me. And I also want to mention that you were a brief actor. You showed us your little film.
I was, yes.
You have to watch it.
Yeah, if they want to watch it, it's on my channel. I was in a
I'm gonna make you
Christian film. Yeah,
I'm gonna try to make you go and comment something. I can make you mine. You can put the link for that.
Oh, see, now you got me multitasking while I'm live. This is a
yes.
Here.
Hold on. I gotta make you live so you can.
I will say this real quick about my mom. You know, I understand where you're coming from. The constant praying for you, and you know, treating you as if you still believe. It comes across for me kind of insulting. But what I've decided to do is put some of that aside and tolerate it for the sake of trying to have some sort of a relationship with my mom. That is a balance I think everybody has to come to on their own. But, you know, at the end of the day, your boundaries have to be respected. So if that's something that you've chosen, hey, if you continue to pray for me every time I see you, for instance, I'm not going to interact with you anymore. That's totally fine. And I have been in that place with some people at certain points, but I'm really hoping to have the best relationship I can with, you know, even with some of those people in my life. So you got to find a balance there.
So after, and I know for me, it was a long process to get where I am right now. I'll say July, around 4th of July, next year would be 10 years that I deconstructed. I fully was like, I can no longer say I'm atheist, agnostic, I'm agnostic, whatever I thought I was before. I am no longer a believer, and that was 10 years ago next year in July. So I'm kind of protest time.
Arc Encounter protest time. Story time
will be my my full deconstructed. Hey, Soot.
What's up, man?
Yeah. So, but I think I'm gonna protest. That was something, but that can't come out of my shell, because I realized that I could be accepted outside of Black non-believers group.
Oh yeah, you're a completely different person, I think, from the time that I met you, and then just getting to know you over the past, since then. For sure.
In my community, I'm that kind of person, but I wasn't out in publicly, and I don't know how long I'm going to do this and things like that. But as of right now, I'm here. Sometimes I might have to go on sabbatical because I'm thinking about getting a second job because they're cutting my hours at work. And I'm used to overtime. But I don't know. I don't want to stop because I have a lot of super guests coming on and stuff like that and super things that I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And this thing. And hopefully one day I can become monetized one day. So I can get a couple extra dollars, even like $10, $20. Would be good. Once in a
keep grinding. Listen, you're doing great. It was October when you started your channel?
Yeah, October 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
around
you're
that
doing
time.
great.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm super proud of what you're doing. So you
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
it up
yeah. And I've had some pretty decent guests, I'll say that and stuff.
for sure.
Okay. Yeah, but I do want to talk about your little video though, briefly.
Which one?
The the little the your I want them to watch it as well though, but your experience with the video, oh, how put it, the one that I wanted people to see, which you were the actor.
Oh yeah. So you want to play it now? Is what you're saying, or do you want them to
It
just go to
isn't
my
that
channel?
short. They can go to your channel and watch the whole video, but
Yeah.
the
The
description of
I'm not
what it.
sure exactly where it's at in the timeline.
Okay, okay.
Maybe if somebody wants to go in the chat and drop a timestamp, you can share your screen and we can watch my little scene.
Okay.
Yeah, there's all that's in the video on my page, but yeah,
Okay.
I basically played a small part in a Christian film that my former brother-in-law shot and produced. Ugh. That was
Yeah.
quite an experience.
But it was something of a video that was your whole take, not the religious video, but how you deconstructed and dissected the video and stuff was very needed and watched. And there was another video that you did on I never mind that video. You took that video down, but you were talking about the school.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's still up there. The handbook,
Oh, it
the school handbook.
is.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like the approach of sort of
Yeah.
unpacking certain things. So we'll look at whatever material it is. I've looked at documentaries and kind of reviewed or analyzed. I don't know what the exact term is, but I like to zoom in on things and really pick things apart. So we've done my kids' Christian school handbook. I've gone over a few different documentaries and short films and stuff. So more of that to come as well this year.
What do your kids, because you're some of your older kids, like teenagers and stuff like that, what are their opinions of you being a out atheist? Do they have any opinions about that?
Yeah. As they've gotten older, I would say at this point they've all accepted where I'm at this point. There, obviously is this concern, and I understand it because I used to hold the same concern, that I'm going to hell. And I've turned away from the faith. We're going to be separated after death. And that's traumatizing to think about to a little kid. So,
Yeah.
Just by the nature of deconstructing out of a high control religious group, it's going to put a strain on the kids. And it has in the past. But for right now, all of my kids and I have a very good, open line of communication about the religious topics. And I think I could say that they all pretty much respect where I'm at right now and understand it. But there is a line of communication. And that is what I'm really thankful for, because they can come to me with little questions and I don't push my lack of belief on them. But I do tell them, straight up, not sugar coated, why I think or believe a certain thing. So I've had some great conversations with my older kids.
Well, I'll say, I mean, I don't, Leo mentioned this too, but I mean, it might be a little hot, but you can sit next to me and Leo. Leo.
Yeah, no, we're going to have a couple rows reserved.
You can always sit next to us when we
Hey,
go.
save me a seat. Save me a seat.
You can sit next
What's
to
up,
me.
Lil? Speaking of Lil, real quick, we have a video that will be up on my channel this coming week that we shot 2 days ago on Christian nationalism. I love it. It's on the timeline right now, so stay tuned for that. Lil's great.
Yeah, I am ecstatic that I connected you guys together.
Isn't it cool how it works?
Planning things.
I love it.
Now we got the
squad.
The squad together now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm so glad I knew you guys were gonna connect. I said you guys, right. we are gonna be a trio.
Yes.
It's gonna be so forced to reckon with. Okay.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
okay, a lot of people when they walk away from religion and like this is bullshit, whatever. But what made you decide to do more than just be somebody no longer believing in God, but wanted to start your channel and all that stuff? What was your motivation to do all this?
So when I deconstructed, I had no support at all. You know, when you leave a high control group, a lot of times there's excommunication, which in my case there was. You're totally cut off from the people around you. The reason I make content and the reason I wanted to get into the activism side is because the story and my experience is something that a lot of other people have experienced. And once I understood that, and once I understood that there's people coming out where I was 6+ years ago now, today, looking for support, looking for answers, looking for just a little bit of guidance through this really difficult time of deconstruction and everything that comes with that. I wanted just to make myself and my story available to other people in the hope that someone else doesn't feel as alone and depressed and as isolated as I did when I, went through that.
Yeah, I agree. That's not a reason why, like, and this is one thing is that I don't, and maybe it's just me thinking how I'm thinking. So I go around and I watch all these channels, and all I'm seeing is mostly cis white men. And I'm like, damn, what are black people? And I end
Right.
up seeing a guest appearance with Phil Session was on one of the shows, and then Dragnet another time was on one of the shows, whatever. But end up seeing Mandisa on, like I talked about before, and Seth Anderson's to the Andrews. Well, Andrews show, The Thinking Atheist.
Right.
I'm putting your name, his name together. And so that's how I found Mandisa. I'm Black Non-Believers. And so I'm finding out that there was a Detroit group at the time, but it had not been active. Well, COVID was around the time when I found out about it. Maybe because of COVID, I found out that it was in sabbatical for a while. And when I came in, voiced that I wanted to help out, the lady stepped away, and he said I want to step in. Deep down in my throat, I was like, I don't know if I can do this.
Right.
I almost said no. I did not say no because I said, well, I know I'm not the only one in the Detroit group that needs somebody. And more people come up to me. And thank you for starting this group again, because we thought that there were no black people, no atheist blacks in Detroit. Thank you for starting it. But anyway, so now even today, I'll go and I'll look on TikToks or Facebook videos, and people will say, I hate not being the only person in my community that's black. Mm-hmm. And I come to them. And some people, even in areas that have a feel like Chicago, we have groups where, come to our meetings and stuff like that. And then some people, I say, the sad thing about it is that you might have to be the person to start that initiative, to start the group. We will help you as Black non-believers to help you get your group together like they did me. But right. If nobody starts a group, how can there be a group? You got to be.
Well, I mean,
gotta start.
You're doing what you can, both in person and online to continue to facilitate this community and the growth in the community. So, you're doing excellent work. Mandisa, same thing. Black non-believers, shout out to them. You're doing what we're talking about, in this community, and it's awesome. So keep it up.
And now what I'm doing now is I'm gonna make a short snippet, 5-minute videos of a quick summary of what we're doing. Anthony, who is the Michigan Atheist president, is also in marketing. So he's pretty good with doing stuff like that. So we're going to get together. I'm going to put him on my channel, kind of give me a little more stuff on my channel, but show the kind of things that we're doing in my community as well, with the helping that out as well. And I guess I'm also not only Black non-believers, I stepped in to help Michigan Atheist, and now I'm a treasurer, and I'm kind of doing more stuff than treasurer should be doing. And then recently, the person of the Michigan Humanist, they have 3 chapters: Grand Rapids, Flint, Detroit. But the Detroit person like stepped down, so I've been planning events for Michigan for the Humanist Detroit area as well now. So I don't know how.
You got a lot on your plate, Kelly. You really do.
Yeah, but
and
I know
you're
that
working
this is
full time on top of it all.
Full time, yeah, in a factory.
Hmm.
Yeah, so but it has to be done. If I don't do it, who's gonna do it? And that's how it is right now. Okay. So when just short-term goals, do you have any for your short-term goals for your channel, yourself, personal life? And if we can help you get to those goals, what would we do? How would that happen?
Well, first off, this community got me through last year. It was a really tough year, and I couldn't have done it honestly without this community. So you've already helped me a ton. Right now, what I'm doing is sort of reestablishing myself. I'm working on getting my own place, which will be roughly the end of May. And for right now, I'm just basically working as many hours as I can, trying to save some money up. But as far as the channel itself goes, I've got some people lined up to interview. I've got some ideas for some long form content. And I'm just trying to find that rhythm again, balancing like you're doing, work, trying to get in live when you can and any kind of recorded content too. So I'm trying to find that balance and that pace. But yeah, this community has been so helpful in so many ways. We support each other, doing this, coming on. You're going to be on my channel next week doing a video. And yeah, I'm just excited about the conversations. I'm excited to continue growing in this community. So
yeah. I also I'd stay with, and I have no problem with staying here, but I kind of need my own space. Stay with one of my daughters and one of my sons, and it's okay. But I kind of want my own more space and stuff like that. So that is a goal that I have. I do want to build on my channel and of course Black non-believers as well.
I guess one more thing I'll add to my short-term goals is I'm going to try to attend as many events as I can this year.
I think I went crazy last year. I went to so many stuff.
I know. I was so jealous once I went to the Ark, and then NanoCon was 2 weeks later. I couldn't make that. And I just kept watching everybody go to these events. I'm like, next year, I'm setting some money aside. So Rocket City in October for sure. And I'm also going to try to make NanoCon. And I'm not sure what they're doing at the Ark this year, but if they do something there, it's 3 trips. That's probably all I can get in. But I will go back to the Ark if they do something for the 10-year anniversary.
Yeah. Well, I saw, it's like a meetup group that I saw that they had. But it was like nothing really etched in stone what guests they were going to have or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I did talk to a couple group of people, and even SR said he was down to joining us in our atheist commune. Yeah, he was down joining us too. So we have a lot of people that's going to join. So I don't know. Get your skills together.
Yeah. We need to get a list of everyone who's right. We need skilled people, and we need to just start making a list for this I don't want to call it a compound. That sounds too Waco.
I'll just make sure that y'all
commune.
I'm not pretty bad in the kitchen, so I guess I'll make sure that everybody eats in the compound. Everybody gets a good meal.
Yeah.
A good meal or two. I'll help that out.
Go.
It's eat good. Now I'm not gonna hunt and gather the food, but I'll
hunt and gather it. Don't worry, you just cook it up for me. I got you. And AJ's gonna garden. What's up, AJ?
She is good at gardening. At least she keeps her tomatoes. But then Lila's allergic to tomatoes, so that's like a dang. We gotta have some other vegetables besides tomatoes. Because Lil said she was allergic to tomatoes. But yeah, we're gonna make this work. Because I'm tired of this country, what is going now. Like, what the hell is going on with this? I don't even go
it's
there.
Exhausting, isn't it?
It's exhausting. Oh, a lot of amazing people are here. We got Lil.
Yes, we do.
Jason,
all the cool kids.
Deviant, Sud. I don't know if Sud's still here. Man, I don't even know. I deserve all this love today. Is it because you're here?
Oh, no. Come on, Kelly. Come on. No, they're all here for you. I just happen to be here today.
Oh, man. So, me too. I can keep some fake plants alive. I remember when I was speaking of plants, I wanted to say, but anyway, my friend, we were indulging in plants. In special plants, and so I threw seeds. Because this was back in the 90s, we had seeds in the plants at the time, and in the alley. And I remember my godfather like, "Who the hell did this?" Because it grew. So we got in big trouble.
Wow, Kelly.
But I was not expecting the bush to. I wasn't expecting that. We were just
How old were you when this happened?
I was grown. I was.
Oh, you were grown?
I was.
Okay, I was about to say.
No, I was. I was not.
Don't get jammed up growing special plants.
Like 18 or something, but
okay.
I was still young, and we still was in the prospect of still maybe high school or maybe right outside of high school. So your parents still control what you did.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you? Do you know what this is? Well, they're doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Oh man, those are just cigarettes.
I'm going to exercise my right to remain silent.
Yeah, that's what I'm not saying. I'm not. I'm saying what I'm talking about. But yeah, we got in trouble.
That's funny.
But so that's one thing, because I know that we talked about connecting and going on, joining, doing Airbnbs and stuff for these different events. I'm excited, and I wish one year that you can join us on the BNC Con. One year, that'll be so lovely. You can join us. That is an amazing time. We have so much fun, and a
good lineup this year too.
Yeah, I know, and I'll be speaking this year.
I know.
I don't know what she wants me to speak about. Watch out! I don't know what she wants me to speak about, but whatever. As long as she gives me enough time to plan, so I can get my ideas, processes, and stuff together.
How exciting is that?
Yeah, I know. It's not like I haven't public spoke before years ago, and I've taken classes on it and things like that, so I kind of know the idea of what to do. But I guess a lot of times now when I see people public speak, they look at the laptop all day, the whole time. I'm like, that's not really what you're supposed to do. You are supposed, you maybe can glance at it, but you're supposed to keep notes.
Right.
Because you're supposed to engage with the crowd.
Yeah. No, I'm sure you've got that.
Yeah. I just have to
I have full faith and confidence in you, Kelly.
Yeah. So I know today you have a big lineup. You're gonna hang out with Joe on his channel.
Yeah. I got invited to come hang out with Joe tonight, the Kentucky Atheist. That's at 6:00 Eastern.
Okay.
I think he's celebrating 1,500 subs. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna do it tonight, but I have plans to start a weekly live hangout after Dr. Ben's game night goes off. So at midnight, I may or may not do the first episode of Apostate Assembly, which is going to be kind of a mix.
Called.
I know. Yeah, tell them what you wanted to call it.
Late Night Trinity.
The Late Night Trinity. We can do that. Maybe we'll have a couple episodes where you and Lil are all on there, and we'll do the Trinity thing. But yeah, I really just want to have a sort of a laid back hangout on the weekends. I like how Punk Apostate does his streams, reacting to certain things. So I'm probably going to have a little bit of that mixed with Fireside Freethinkers vibes with Helen. Just real chill. People can stop by. So maybe
that's what
tonight,
is, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, a lot like this too. So maybe doing that tonight. But yeah,
what
full
I was
day.
thinking of doing, I don't want to give anybody any ideas. I don't care the fuck. But us talk about reading, deconstructing Reddit stories. That was an idea.
That would be that would be fun. Absolutely, that would be fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
AJ talked about Helen. She had a surgery today, yes. And I is also have been in a lot of pain with lady areas. And as hysterectomy, she's gonna feel a whole lot better. Man, I'm telling you, when you get that done, it's a couple weeks you're gonna be sore. But once you heal from that, you're gonna hysterectomy is probably the best thing I've ever had done to me. Thank you, man.
I hope she finds some relief.
Yeah. Sure. Oh, she will. She definitely will.
Yeah.
I'm from experience. She went for a whole lot better. I remember balling over in pain, going to the emergency every week, and then basically and being a black woman, they really think all you want to do is be on drugs or something like that. So they don't want to give you any pain medicine. And I'm like, help me, I'm hurting, and I'm in pain, crying. They don't do anything. But yeah, so I don't know if I need to try to find people, because a lot of times when I get off of work, I want to do something, but I'm like, dang, everybody's asleep. So if anybody off, people from around the world, if whoever's watching me, if y'all want to hear me talk by myself to myself, enjoy me. But yeah,
it's fun. Those a lot of times are the best community building type things, just the hanging out and not really taking it all that serious, and having people on to chat.
Yeah, but I don't I see some people they'll talk about a video and talk to the audience. I'm doing my first, so I have Joe is 1,500. I'm 205 or 6. So
let's go
earlier in the day before Super Bowl, maybe an hour and a half. I'm doing a live stream. I will be sending links, will be posted, whatever. It's on my channel already. And I'm going to be having a live stream. So I have a post on here on my channel for questions. Any questions that you would want me to answer. I will also be answering questions in the live stream. Because it's ask me anything. Ask me anything within reason. They've been stupid, because some people, if I don't say that,
I know you got to put that disclaimer out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty open.
Right.
Hey, Steve, my emotional support Canadian.
So not to let the cat out of the bag too much, but remember earlier I said I've got some people scheduled. What's up, Steve? How you doing, man?
Yes, I think he's going to be on your show first and then my show second.
Yeah, I saw you've got him coming up too. Yeah, a lot of cool conversations getting ready to happen. I'm liking where this is going.
Yes. Yeah, my emotions per Canadian, yes. I probably Steve, we'll talk about it eventually, but I've known Steve probably longer. I've known Mandisa and Cynthia and them longer than anybody, but he's probably the one that because we actually hang out in person a lot.
Right.
So I'll be him go away. He actually knows some of my family members and stuff. So that's how cool me and Steve go back and stuff like that. So it's just amazing, and to see how much we both have grown and things of that nature. And hopefully, as soon as I get the time and the energy to finish, that I can be a bestseller as well, because I am. I am working on a book as well. So,
awesome.
And she said, make sure that your audio is recorded, because how you.
I know. I do know.
Yeah,
we don't need to discuss that, do we? Do we really need to talk about that, Lil?
Yeah, but hey, that happens. I guess always something like
It
that.
sure
happens.
does.
It's always the tech demons. I don't know because I'm using my tablet and I'm keep trying to use my laptop and I don't want to have to buy another one. But
I think what it is, Kelly, is every Monday morning when you're on Java and Jugs, you go over and you get some of the tech gremlins and you bring them back and they've spread around. I think that's what's going on here. Every time you're over there hosting that. So if you don't know somehow,
I wasn't on Monday. I overslept.
It happens.
I overslept because Ember had the Harriet Tubman on her thing today talking about her, and I actually overslept. But I didn't. I was a little bit late coming in, but I still came in. But I was like, man, I don't want to oversleep. What is wrong with me? I woke up. It was like 11:10 or something. Like, oh no.
Listen, sometimes you got to take a break and recharge. Don't burn yourself out trying to get on all these different shows.
But I used to could do it though. I don't know why. I'm just old now, I guess.
That's how I feel. Yeah, it's because we're old. You
are younger than me by life.
Oh, come on.
Because you had to mention I showed you a picture of my high school graduation picture, and he was like, "Do you know how old I was in that picture?" That was 14. I was like newborn. I was like 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so we have a little bit of age difference on us.
Hey, I wasn't trying to rub it in your face. You asked me, and I just answered honestly. Let's be clear about that.
No, you was like, "Do you know how old I was?" Mm-hmm. That's what you said.
Yeah. Well,
and I was like a newborn.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But no, I feel a lot older than I am. Life has been kind of crazy and a little rough, but you hang in there and you do what you can.
Yes, I did have a Betamax. Thank you very much. Well, it wasn't mine. It was my mom's, but I had one. We also had an 8-track player.
Yes, it's before my time.
Yes, we had all of that, yes. Our first, now back in the day, VCRs, that was the,
mm-hmm.
It was they actually was a pop-up.
Yeah, that was the first VCR movie, I remember having too.
Yeah, it was a pop-up. But my first movie that we had on VHS was Empire Strikes Back.
Nice.
That was the first movie that we had. I remember seeing on VHS. And I think I'll play that movie so much. Probably one of my favorite movies still to this day was that the first. I don't like the other ones like Mandalorian and stuff like that. But all those other movies just give me the
first three, right?
Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Classics.
Right.
You go to the other ones, like, I don't know about that.
I tend to agree with you on that.
And all that. I don't know about it. And then it's different. And then they changed the name and the numbers. And that's number 7 now. It's not number 3 anymore. I don't know. Whatever. Give me classic movies and whatever. We could go on. But yeah, I like the classic first 3 movies. That's what I got. Oh, his first was Transformers.
The first one I remember was actually The Land Before Time, the animated dinosaur movie. But our copy had, you remember the static, the kind of snowy looking fuzz you would get when you would unplug something back in the day?
Yeah.
My dad went through the movie and recorded over anything that referenced evolution with snowy, fuzzy shh. So the first video I remember having was censored for evolution content, funny enough.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad my family wasn't like that. Like,
count your blessings.
In a way, so when I was, and it was so funny, when I was 4 or 5, my grandma came to me, and I can clear as day, Kelly, do you believe something comes from nothing? That was how our conversation started. And I'm like, no, of course not. That sounds silly, Grandma. She was like, well, you are smarter than your mother's professor.
Yeah. Yeah, no joke. I mean, I remember growing up, I was told, professors will lie to you. If you go to college, they will tell you lies and make you doubt your faith. So I totally understand where you're coming from with that one. Puts a big distrust in the education system in general.
And they talked about Little Mermaid. It figures she'll talk about the Little Mermaid, but my oldest, she had me play Little Mermaid so much. But ironically, I made my mom buy rent at the little rental place. Blockbuster. It was in Blockbuster, but it was around Blockbuster time. Splash. Anybody remember Splash? Was a Tom Hanks movie, but it's about a mermaid. But if you like mermaid movies, Lil, you'll love Splash. It had John Candy in it. It's a great movie. But I played that movie. I want that movie all the time. Kelly, stop having me rent this damn movie. But I wanted to watch Splash. It was a great mermaid movie. None of you. Yes, we are not as, but you have such beauty and knowledge, Deviant, though.
Yeah, huge shout out to Deviant.
Deviant, yes, you are amazing.
Wonderful human.
Oh, you seen Splash? Okay, I figured you had to see Splash, Lil. I loved Splash when I was a kid. It was that and Charlotte's Web, the cartoon.
Oh, that's a classic. Love that.
Those were the first. Those were the VCR movies that I had to always watch. That's why I had to shout out Lil talking about Little Mermaid. But my daughter, she wanted to watch Crooklyn, Spike Lee Crooklyn, and Little Mermaid.
See, we went on a Disney boycott during my childhood, and we got rid of all of our Disney movies. So The Little Mermaid was out with everything else Disney was associated with. The satanic panic of the 90s was a trip. All Dogs Go to Heaven, yeah, great movie.
That
Scared the
was a
crap
good
out of me,
movie,
though.
too. That was a good movie. That was a good movie. But yeah, that was, I think I watched those movies all the time. My mom was like, she would get mad as hell. But she starts saying, I am not going to rent. Then she started thinking, if you've seen that movie before, I'm not renting it again. So then we would go to my aunt's house. The aunt I told you that wants to come to the event with me. We'll go to her house. We would rent some of the movies again because she didn't know what movies he rented. So you've never seen any of these movies before? No, Auntie. So we'll see some of the same movies again. So, we wanted to see the movies again. We didn't care.
So Jason just said, yeah, I had all nightmares about the devil and All Dogs Go to Heaven. I also had bad anxiety over the whole hell thing in that cartoon. And by 5 years old, I was scared to death of hell. So I just wanted to let you know, Jason, you're not the only one. And when you couple that with constantly being scared and threatened with hell from like birth forward, there's a lot of trauma associated with that, even in things like cartoons. So wild. 101 Dalmatians is probably one of my favorites too, by the way.
When I was a kid, I'm trying to remember. It was between these two movies that I saw in the theater live. The first movie in the theater I remember seeing in theater. It was either Fox and the Hound or it was Annie. And I believe it was Fox and the Hound was the first movie that I actually saw, that I remember seeing live in the theater. And Fox, that was an amazing movie. That was like one of my favorite. I love Fox and the Hound.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Oh yeah, but that was. I'm
trying to think back on my first movie in the theater, and I can't recall it right now.
And I still watch Annie all the time to the day, the original Annie. And I even got my kids hooked on it. But now I'm Miss Hannigan. I'm not Annie anymore. I'm not drinking scotch. And I can understand how she feels the way she felt now. But yeah. Ewok Adventures. I don't remember that. I mean, I remember Ewok was a little Star Wars thing, and that's what I call Sugar, my little Ewok, because she looks like an Ewok. Yeah, we are going all off about everything except, but it's cool though. Talking about different things like that. And
we got a few more minutes. Is there anything else specifically that you wanted to cover?
I know, you would want a good Christian. Now you're an awful heathen. That's basically the whole sum of it.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about this on the way home this morning, in preparation for this. One thing I will say is I was told by a lot of people, you never truly believed. If I was not a true believer in what I left, I don't think anybody is. So, I'm coming from a place of sincerity. And for me, I just want to give back in the form of telling my story so that hopefully someone will find some hope in it. And I do appreciate you letting me share the platform with you. This has been a long time coming.
Yeah. The first time that your work schedule.
Well, and then we were both sick too. That threw a wrench in things.
We were sick. So this was like the third attempt.
Yeah. But the first of many, I promise.
But we'll be working again together again, whatever.
Sure.
So we have Lil, a couple of admins in there. Share his links in the chat.
Thank y'all.
Everybody. Yeah, we like I said, let us know what's going on with you in the near future.
Yeah, so I've got some content coming out next week that me and Lil shot. I've got some interviews that are scheduled. I've been in conversation with Neil at 604 to get that set up. I believe that's going to be mid-March. And I have to get back in touch with one of the other Kellys, Kelly Laughlin. Shout out to Kelly Laughlin. Supposed to be going on Truth Wanted at some point. So that's exciting. So if you are seeing me for the first time, subscribe, come along this crazy journey. And I got some fun stuff planned. So looking forward to it.
Well, I have 27th. I'm not going to talk. I'm talking about my stuff I have going on on my own channel. But the 27th, I have Truth Wanted. 28th, I have Neil show as well. I'm also going to be talking with SR because he's doing videos for his Secular Rising YouTube channel. I'm going to be on his thing, a pre-recorded interview for that. I'm also going to be on Skeptical Scott, interviewing with him on the 15th. I don't know when that's going to be published. A couple months maybe. Anything. And I'm on Bad Science Sunday on the 22nd.
Let's go.
The Converted Man asked me to be interviewed. So that's gonna go on. So that's just stuff that's stuff on other people's channel, not my channel. And to say, and me and Bree on the 15th are gonna be talking about haunted plantations.
Interesting.
So that's something.
Awesome. Shout out to Bree.
So those are some of the things that I am going to be doing. That's my second Bad Science Sunday episode. And so this coming up week, she's been on Helen's show, AJ's show, Felicia will be on my show Tuesday.
Right.
She's just so acknowledgement of everything. I don't even know what we're gonna really be talking about, but I'm gonna her lead. And let me get my mind together. That's what I get. Hey Al, what I need to do is I need to start. I'm gonna put it up on the calendar because I have so much stuff to do, and I want to make sure I'm reading it right. Okay. So tomorrow I have somebody. Her name is Hallie Rose. She's gonna talk about her deconstructing story with me. Then Sunday I'm gonna have a pre-recorded video that I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna place maybe the following week. You're gonna help me edit that video. I'm
I
demanding.
can, yes, ma'am. Sure will.
The Crown Prince, who is a Ugandan, who talks about him being exiled in different African countries because he's a gay man.
Mm.
Then I'm gonna do my live stream, and then it's Super Bowl party after that. And then Tuesday is Felicia. 11th, which is that Wednesday, Dr. Kip will be on. And we'll be talking about the differences and the similarities between biblical slavery and chattel slavery.
Nice.
And then I'll be on
Good
your
conversation.
channel that Friday.
Yes.
And that for the next couple of weeks. And then the interviews and stuff. And I'll talk about other stuff later on. But that's stuff that's going on. I'm trying to, I love Felicia too. And I wish when she was on Helen's show, I was like, man, so I can't wait to talk to Felicia. But yeah, I need to have you on my show. But yeah, so a lot of stuff going on. I don't know how I'm gonna do everything, and plus work every day of the week.
You
Just
got
like
this.
now, I have to get up as soon as I leave here. I'm gonna be rushing to slap some clothes on to work out the door in 30 minutes. But I want to thank everyone for coming in, watching, subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed to our channels, please do so. Seth has some great content.
Thank you.
Out. I have some pretty decent content coming out. Whatever.
Oh, stop it.
And if you got, shout out to AJ, my beautiful AJ.
Yeah. The short.
Yeah. The short. Yeah, that was, yeah. See, if I was faster, I could go pull it up. But let me see. Let me do that right now. Never mind. Go subscribe to her channel. She has a short of the Black content creators that she I'm having English comment. She has a short of the Black content creators that she feels that you should subscribe to. Now, I would change a few of them. Some of them I did not know about, so I would subscribe to them as well. Most of them I didn't know about, but there's a few. The A for Atheist. She's one that you need to subscribe to as well. I'm gonna put her out there. If you don't subscribe to her, she's amazing. And a lot of times you could go on Black Non-Believers, our channel. We have a lot of Black content creators or other people that are influential in the Black community that you may have not known about. So watch that. And tomorrow, I will be the host of that tomorrow as well, because the normal host is not feeling well. So she asked me, do I want to step in and be host? I'm like, dang, you gotta take that time to rest. I could just lay in the bed when I'm modding. No, I gotta be a little cute.
Right.
So if you want to watch me host on Black Non-Believers channel in the cut, join us on that channel as well. But yeah, watch AJ's channel. Her little short she just did last night about the content creators. It was an amazing video. I thank you, AJ, for the shout out. I didn't think I was able to make it in that video, but I think maybe because she says maybe because I'm her friend, she decided to just put me in.
Or it could be that you make awesome content and that your presence here is needed, Kelly.
I'm never gonna say that about myself. You can say it all you want.
I'm gonna say it on the internet right now. We love you, Kelly, and you're awesome.
I love you guys too. And anyway, I appreciate everybody for tuning in today.
Thank you.
And
thanks for having me, Kelly.
Thank you for finally having a meeting. And like I said, the next time I will be on will be Saturday morning, 11:30 to 12:30. And I will see you guys Saturday. If you guys tune in Saturday to watch my interview with Haley Rose.
Tech gremlins.
Yeah, it's like frozen now. Hold on a second. It's like frozen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get this right here. Maybe it'll end real quick because I cannot cut it off. If I cut it off, it's going to cut the whole thing off. Well, it won't have my intro won't be on. It won't. Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't want to. Hold on. This is crazy.
We're stuck here, right?
Yes. Hold on. Let me see.
When will it end? This is kind of crazy, right?
This is
At
the
some
show
point,
that
at some point, I know,
never
right?
ends. It just keeps on and on, my friend.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like my tablet is.
Lamb chops, play along. Let's go.
How do you remember?
Oh, okay. If we leave the stream, it'll terminate in 5 minutes.
I don't know if it's gonna register the. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, it's like stuck. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me cut off my.
If you turn it off and it ends the stream,
I might not be able to
save it.
I'm afraid. I might not be able to save it. Hold on. You stay there. I'll be right back.
If I leave right now and there's no one in the stream, will it end? I don't know. This is new for me. We're doing it live. And I guess I'll say for everybody who's still here, I appreciate y'all stopping by. And yeah, I'm a little bit tired. I worked all night last night and took a little nap, so I'm a little bit tired. But as soon as we finally end this stream, I'm gonna go be an adult. I hope you guys have a great day, and hopefully we'll see some of you at Joe's tonight. The Kentucky Atheist, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard. Celebrate 1,500 subs with him, and then possibly, first episode of Apostate Assembly tonight after Dr. Ben stuff. We got Kelly back.
I am back.
Invite. Love it.
You'll be able to end it right now.
Okay.
There we go. It was froze. I got it fixed. Like I said, I will see you guys tomorrow.
Love y'all. Mean it. Appreciate you.
Love you. Bye.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride.